What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do your boy a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. Is it all over? Is it done? Are we toast? The cryptocurrency market that we're in right now, this is one of the most petrifying markets that we've seen emotionally in a while. Number wise, you take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not doing too bad. When you look at altcoins, majority of the retail investor portfolios are heavily into altcoins. Altcoins have been getting destroyed, which is causing an super emotional situation that a lot of people are experiencing. Headaches, stomach aches. All of the emotions that you can describe, people are experiencing them because they are heavily invested in altcoins, and this market and cycle has taken a toll on so many people. Take a look at Bitcoin right now. We're at $87,500. Not too bad for Bitcoin, but like I said yesterday, we're about $40,000 down from the all-time high. That sounds like a very large number, but we know Bitcoin can recover and make up that $40,000 ground very fast. So we're not too worried about Bitcoin. I think everybody understand that Bitcoin can and will take care of itself, but it's the altcoins, the coins that we had heavy bags in, have heavy bags in. Is it all over for altcoins? Will these things ever recover? Take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. We're at 58.77%. It seems like the Bitcoin dominance is never going to relinquish its strength. We did see 65, 64% dominance. Now we're down to 58.5. So maybe it is softening up just a little bit, but it's not happening fast enough for a lot of us. Fear and greed index is still low. We're in fear. Fear and greed index is at 25. We're still talking about quarter four, 2025, the year after the Bitcoin halving, and we are sitting in fear. This is uncharted territory. That's why the comfortability level is all over the place. This is a very uncomfortable position for us to be in at this particular moment, especially from what our expectations were. That's why it is taking such an emotional toll on all of us. Take a look at Ethereum. I think Ethereum will be okay. $2,950. Still below its all-time high. We did eclipse all-time high, $4,900, but barely. Ethereum dominance, 11.97%. So when you ask yourself, what is going on in the current state of cryptocurrency? Is this the beginning or the end of a bear market? Are we in the beginning of a bear market? Well, because of the traditional 4-year cycle theory, folks are very inclined to think that, you know what, this could be the beginning of a bear market. Typically, the year after the Bitcoin halving, we see things pump, and the year after that, we see a bear market. We see what is called and known as crypto winter. So that is what folks are expecting 2026. So is this the beginning of the bear market? Fear and greed index is at 26. Altcoins are at all-time lows for the most part. Market sentiment is as low as it can get. Last time I saw the market have this much doom and gloom was probably back in 2022. That's when Bitcoin hit $16,000, $17,000, $15,000. Right now we're at $87,000, and it feels like the price of Bitcoin is $10,000. Feel like Bitcoin is $19,000. So that just really shows how much of a stronghold that the market has on the investors. People are tapped out. But for those of us who are still in there, we have to make a decision. We have to decide what is going on at this current moment. Is this the end of the bear market? Take a look at 2025. Look like we've been in a doggone bear market. You can take a look at almost any altcoin. Look at that chart for 2025, and those are bear market charts. Down 60%, down 70%. Is this the end of the bear market? Are we halfway through the bear market? Or is it just the beginning? Really important for us to really try to identify where we are in this new cycle shift. Because today is a kind of chart and it, based on the 4-year cycle, seems to be over. Those charts have failed us because 2025 have been in such a slump. So it's hard to really trust the 4-year cycle now. Now there have been a cycle shift. Based upon that cycle shift, where are we right now? Q4 2025, what does that mean? With the new cycle shift. In the past, we knew it meant fourth quarter was going to be parabolic. We should be seeing altcoin season. The cycle has shifted. That is not what we're seeing. That is not what we have seen. So where are we right now, December 2025? Beginning of the bear market, end of the bear market, halfway through the bear market. Based upon where you think we are, you need to move accordingly. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. 2026, will we be seeing the traditional bear market that we were expecting? Will that be crypto winter? 2026 is going to be one of the most interesting years that we've seen in such a long time. Why? Because we've seen the 4-year cycle shift. We've seen the Bitcoin cryptocurrency cycle shift. So what is there to follow after this tumultuous year of 2025? I'm talking about so much uncertainty was spilled and poured into 2025. What are we to expect for 2026? Will it be one of the most explosive, one of the most bullish years that we've seen? Or will it just be flats? Similar to how we've seen in 2025. What are we to expect? Will we get caught off guard like we got caught off guard in 2025? 2025, we were expecting fireworks. We were expecting multipliers. We were expecting great success. That did not happen. 2026, will we see an altcoin season? Will altcoin season arrive? Or is that also a thing of the past? Some of the things that we really have to take into account, that we really have to consider. Prior to 2025, the whole idea, the whole thinking was, you know what? Make sure you are into some of the altcoins because the altcoins can multiply a lot more, a lot faster than Bitcoin. Your Bitcoin is cool, but you may only get a 1x, 2x in Bitcoin. Altcoins will give you 5x, 15x, etc. What we've seen in 2025 is that Bitcoin is king. Never take your finger off the pulse of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the ruler of this market. Don't underestimate it. What else did we learn? The importance of being diverse. Having a diversified portfolio is extremely important, as we all saw what transpired in 2025. That is why so many people were emotionally tapped out, over leveraged, too heavy into altcoins, not enough balance in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some of the other top cryptocurrency coins. Yeah, we took a loss. But like they say, a loss ain't a loss, it's a lesson. What did you learn from 2025? You have to make sure you get your vision board out, get your notebook out, and write down what did you learn. Don't just internalize this stuff. Don't just keep it in and not get it out. You have to write down, what did I learn? Based on what I learned, how am I going to move forward with the new knowledge that I have? Yeah, I know the cycle has shifted. Based upon some of the shifts that we've seen, how will I be moving forward? That is how we are going to master these next 4 years, these next 8 years, however long it takes. Because like I always say, all you need to get it right is one time. You get it right one time in cryptocurrency, you good. But it is not the easy thing to do, because if it was easy, everybody would have gotten it right. This is not easy. This is not for the faint of heart. Cryptocurrency, like I said, you got to be cut from a certain cloth. Everybody don't have the DNA to have a risk tolerance to stomach something like cryptocurrency. Volatile. One day it's up, 2 days is up, 4 days is down. I'm talking about all over the place. Not knowing what you're going to wake up to. Talking about hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, moving up, moving down. You got to be cool with that. You have to be cool with that as a cryptocurrency investor, because we know what it is that we signed up for. So one of the things I was also thinking about is that the altcoin ETFs. Altcoin ETFs, we know large institutions are buying up the ETFs and will continue to be buying up the ETFs. Retail investors are buying up these altcoins that have ETFs and will continue to buy up these altcoins that have ETFs. This is something new with these large institutions and these ETFs with cryptocurrency, and more importantly, altcoins in particular. We're talking about increase in demand on these coins, because you got the ETFs, you got the outsiders, the large institutions and their people, then you got us, the retail investors, who've been buying for years. We're talking about an increase in demand, high demand for these coins. It is going to continue. What's going to happen to the price of these cryptocurrency coins as the demands increase? Especially if we ever, or once we get to a real bull run. We have yet to see a real bull run with the new ETFs. 2024 wasn't a real bull run. 2025 wasn't a real bull run. Imagine how these altcoins that have ETFs attached to them will perform during a real traditional bull run. I'm talking about when coins going parabolic. You got retail investors buying these coins up. Then you have the outsiders, the large institutions buying these coins up in at massive rates. That is something that we have not seen, but it's going to happen. What are you doing to prepare for this thing that we kind of know is going to happen? What type of things are you getting in place in preparations for these high demand movements to happen once we see the next real true bull run? Will it be 2026? Will it be 2028 during the next Bitcoin halving? We know the cycle has shifted, so no longer are we super concerned and worried about the year after the Bitcoin halving. Is it still a thing? Who knows? But we definitely going to watch it. We know this current administration moved a lot of things around, like somebody come in your house moving furniture around. A lot of the furniture has been moved around in cryptocurrency this cycle. That's why it's called a shift. Things, you walk in your house, like, hold up, man, my couch used to be over here. Why was it shifted over there? Cryptocurrency cycle shift is happening right now as we speak. That's why it's hard for us to understand what's going on. That's why it's hard for us to tell what's going to happen on a day-by-day case scenario. We don't know what's going to happen in 2026 now. Sure, we don't know what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks as we close out 2025 in December. But I'll tell you one thing, markets never stay down forever. You believe in cryptocurrency, some of the best times to buy anything is when the markets are down. When the markets are beat down, when everybody think it's all over, when everybody think it can't recover, that's typically when you start to see the recovery. That was typically when folks look back and say, damn, I had an opportunity to buy XRP at $1.92, under $2. I could have bought Solana at $128, $123. Dogecoin sitting at 13 cents right now. We were expecting Dogecoin to hit that $1 mark, because why? Last cycle, Dogecoin got to about 75 cents, almost hit $1. We said, you know what? This cycle, Dogecoin is going to for sure cross that $1 mark. I think the highest Dogecoin got was about 45, 50 cents this cycle. Take a look at H bar. H bar is sitting at 11 cents. H bar, high profile altcoin, rumored to have partnerships with BlackRock, etc. Down very low at 11 cents. Is that a buying opportunity? Are you still bullish on H bar? Or are you saying, you know what, I'm done with even H bar? No longer have faith in even XRP. O ye of little faith. Take a look at Cronos, Crow Coin, CRO. Coin is down 9 cents right now. That coin last cycle got very close to $1. I said, man, you know what? This cycle, this coin should knock it out the park. It should easily clear a $1. But what happened? We did not see our traditional bull run. Still haven't seen our traditional altcoin season. Will we ever see that? Not sure, but I know one thing, we haven't seen it yet. Earlier in the year, April 2024, maybe May, we saw the news that Cronos Coin, Crow Coin had some type of partnership with one of Donald Trump companies. It was a HUD 8. That doggone thing ran up to about 35, 36 cents from a nickel. Talk about 2 or 3 days. Take a look at where it's at right now. This thing is back to 9 cents. What was going on in the year of 2025? What was 2025? Was that the bear market? We saw some coins run up and they gave it all back. Saw Zcash run up, trickled all the way back down. 2025 was the year of, if you see that thing run up, you better take some profits. Saw Turbo Coin run up, gave it all back. A lot of regurgitation was happening in 2025. Your altcoin, your play may have gotten full. You may have did a 5x, 6x, even more than that. XCN, we did multipliers on that. Turbo Coin, we did multipliers on that. ZBet Network, great multipliers on that. Gave it all back. Pure regurgitation with these altcoins. Very important. Another thing we learned, profit taking is key and critical. Yeah, it's cool to say and have screenshots of what you did, but did you take profits? If you didn't take profits, all that don't mean nothing. Yeah, you did it on paper, but did you exit properly? Or were you trying to be greedy and do more multipliers? A lot of these lessons we will take with us to 2026, to 2027, and we will be better cryptocurrency investors. The bull run, bull market, bear market, really hard to know when either is going to come. Just when you think you got it figured out, just like that, things will pivot, things will shift, which is what we're in right now, a cycle shift. But once again, I ask, is it all over? XRP, is it all over? Solana, is it all over? Will the only thing left standing be Bitcoin? Will Bitcoin be the only thing left standing? Will all these other altcoins leave egg in our face? Or is this just one of the times like we saw before? Go back and look at previous cycles when it was doom and gloom and coins were very low. Some of the coins recovered, some didn't. That is letting you know that all of our coins will not recover, cannot recover. There's too many coins out there. That's why it was so important to take profits, because you never know if your coin will recover. A lot of low cap coins ran up, boom, came all the way back down. Folks kicking themselves, emotionally upset at themselves because they didn't take profits when they were up multipliers. Celebrating, markets were high, everybody was happy-go-lucky, saying, you know what, oh, it's going to go higher. I'm not going to take profits right now because it's going to go higher. Look at this pump, it's up 30% today. Wait till it perform and show up tomorrow. How many percentages will it be up tomorrow? Lessons learned are valuable. But what do we have? We got time on our side. Fear index, we did see 10, that's at 25. How will the markets look the next time we see the fear index get to greed? What will the Bitcoin dominance look like when Ethereum make its next all-time high? These are some of the questions that we have to ask ourselves. XRP $1.92. If XRP does a 10x, you're talking about $19. Is that a possibility? Solana, $128. If it does a 10x, you're talking about $1,200. Is that a possibility? I'm talking about next cycle. It's about 3, 4, 5 years from now. Is it even worth you sitting in cryptocurrency and waiting another 4 years to see which one of these coins, or if your portfolio can do these multipliers? Or you say, you know what, let me go ahead and tap out. Let me go ahead and get in some of these traditional ETFs, excuse me, in the stock market and just be cool. I tried cryptocurrency, it didn't work for me. Let me go ahead and get back into Microsoft, Apple, the QQQ, some of the traditional ETFs and just ride this thing out. Let me go ahead and play it safe, because cryptocurrency is not one of the safest routes because it's very volatile. I had a buddy of mine, he put money in crypto. A lot of people, when they get into crypto, they think it's going to be an overnight success. Cryptocurrency, you got to be willing to put your helmet on. You got to be willing to wear your seatbelt, because you never know when it might get rocky. Yeah, that $10 you put in there, that $10 might go to $4. You say, hold up, man, I lost 60%. Welcome to cryptocurrency. You wasn't crying and complaining when that $10 went to $25. Just didn't take profits. Now that $10 is now $4. There we go. So hold tight. Ask yourself the various questions. Get out your vision board. Get your notebook out and do a 2025 recap. What did you learn? The experiences that you went through are valuable experiences. You have to write it down and ask yourself, what did you learn? Based on that, you'll be able to build yourself up. You'll be able to strengthen yourself on the new found knowledge that you got from 2025. So come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.